Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today we are going to be working on the front cover of this journal. Now, I know it looks like it's already adhered and set down. I haven't glued anything in place yet. I wanted to do this with you because I wanted to show you how I finish off the fronts of a lot of my journals. So this is a tall journal. It's 12.5 inches by 6.5 inches wide. It's 6.5 from here to here, not including the ruffles. This is going to be a very, I don't want to say an eclectic journal. I just want to use a lot of vintage items in this journal, and I just want it to be very feminine, very pretty, a lot of nature in it. So I'm going to explain the front cover and what I've used, and then I'm going to set everything aside, and I'll show you what I've done so far on the inside and then the behind this and in the material that I've used. I plan on having this journal as a giveaway for my viewers. And I'm going to do this a little bit different. Obviously, you have to be a subscriber to my channel, but I'm going to do this through comments. And whenever, I'd really enjoy it if you would or could, I'm going to be creating ephemera and doing a lot of things with this journal. But your final comments on the final flip through is what is really going to matter, because whoever comments during the period I have up, and it's going to be the flip through, your name will then go into the drawing to win this journal. I don't get a lot of comments. I don't get a lot of views on my channel. So I thought this was the best way to do it, because I know there are gals out there that are consistent and they're consistently commenting and watching. So I just think that's the best way to do it. So for right now, I want to get into the journal. I just wanted to give you a little backstory as to how I was going to give this journal away. And there goes my glasses on the floor. So let me get through this. I'm still, as you can tell, my voice is still, I still feel a little nasally. I found out I have COVID, but I'm at the very tail end of it. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm finally on meds, and I'm hoping that the meds kind of knock this out of me. So, but today I had a good day, and I was able to sit down and work on this. I have my yo-yo journal all boxed up for Liz, so that's going to be going out into the mail very shortly, and that's off my desk. So now I can concentrate on this. I've been wanting to do a giveaway for a long time, and I just hasn't been in the cards. I just haven't been able to get my stuff together. So I want to show you what I've come up with so far. The cover is made out of wallpaper. So I went through and I pulled last fall a lot of material and different items as to how I wanted to create the front, what I wanted to use. So I'm going to dissect it here, and then after I show you the inside, we will put this together. This here is a beautiful piece of velvet, and it's a deep plum. And this all came from my mom's stash. These are some of her very old vintage buttons. These go back to probably the 1950s. I discovered them in the early 1960s. But I pulled her button box out, and I pulled these out, and I wanted to use these because I just thought they were really, really pretty. So we have that there with the velvet. These are some doilies. These are all handmade, and I wanted to include some doilies because their doilies are just very vintage style. I have another doily here with another matching button that goes with the one over here. They're a pair. So we have that. And then this here, this is it says, "Know in your heart you are loved." And I stitched this on here. I did the little hand stitching to make the little, I call it ribbon candy ribbon, to make the folds. And I just added some fibers from my neighbor next door. These are some of her weaving fibers. So I added those. And then this, I wanted to show you, this comes right off. So this is how I plan out my front cover. And this image and this image here are from Your Creative Studio. This is wallpaper that I've just ripped and torn. And then I make a little front panel, and then I go from there. The journal itself, like I said, is made from wallpaper. I wanted this to be a very soft style journal, and I just think this is really, I just love the look of this. This here, the I want to call it, it's not ribbon. This is stamped muslin. This has a Paris-themed, dress-themed design on it. And I just folded it over, stitched around it, and made some wonky, funky stitches, 2 rows of them on top and bottom. And the inside here, let me move these over here. The inside is just a nice canvas style. There's a little pocket on each side, the front and back. And then this ribbon, I don't remember where I got this, but this is a very old vintage ribbon. And then what I did is I did 2 seams, 6-inch, you know, your basting seam. And then I pulled and puckered it myself. And then I just sewed it. I sewed it right on the inside here. And I want it just to be, you can see that it's fraying and roughly, and that's how I want it. I'm going to keep a lot of the threads hanging. I just want this to be kind of a messy, romantic style, nature style journal. The back is the same. There is a tuck pocket right here, and this here is a beautiful silk that my neighbor, again, she wove this, and she made some beautiful scarves and hats from it, and she gives me her remnants. I made a Christmas journal last year, and I used this on the cover, and it is just so pretty. So this is silk right here, and it's all hand woven on her loom. So I just thought that was really pretty. And then I decided, instead of binding the book in the traditional fashion, I'm going to be adding more papers. I just put some in here now. But I wanted to do the elastic strings, so that way I could add more. And once you get it, if you want to add some to this or whatever you want to do with it, you can add some as well. I put this beautiful paper in here. Again, I want this to kind of be like a romantic nature style journal. So I've just pulled a few things to begin with, and I just wanted to show you what I have pulled. Again, paper bags. This is like a glassine bag. This here is like a Banana Republic style wrapping package. And then you can see here, I left these long because I may have to loosen, I may have to tighten, but I just wanted to get these pages in here to start. And you can see I want to stick with like the browns and the cream themes and the greens. Here's some beautiful nature paper. And then I'm using some florals. So I want to try to keep this as earthy as possible. And then just some fun patterned paper. And this is from a Somerset Studio magazine. I thought these would be pretty in here just because of the floral papers. And I might be adding, see, I love this with the browns and the tans and beiges and creams. So I will be going through some of my books and adding more papers, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough room. So once I started putting ephemera in here and pockets and flips, I didn't want it to be really big and bulky for the recipient. And then if, like I said, if they want to add something, they can add something. So that's the inside. So let's do and the back is just going to be simple and plain. The front is going to, you know, have all the lovely features on it. So now I'm ready. I want to work with you, and then we'll put the front cover on. I'm going to get everything glued down. And, but this is how I like to do my front covers. I like to build it in layers and test it out and make sure everything is going to work before I actually start putting things down. So, all right. So, I think I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue. I think that will be my best bet here. And I'm going to get, I think I will get this here glued first. Get that on. So I think for not, I will say for not feeling real well today, I think this cover came out just lovely. Sometimes when I'm not feeling the best and I really have to take my time and think about things, sometimes that's when things come out the best, because I'm not really under any pressure and I can just look at it and play and think what would be best for it. I just want to make sure I'm in view here. So this is going to go up here like that. And I will glue the bottom. I just want to get this all tucked in first, just to make sure I have it in where I want it. And at least with a 3-in-1, it does allow you to move it around a little bit and make sure that where if I used something else, it would just really adhere quickly. And I don't want that. I want to be able to move it a little bit and Make sure it's all and I know everybody has their own style, you know, when they make a journal. And I think that's what makes everybody's journals so special. Okay, all right, so I'm going to get this down next. So my neighbor, Shar, the one that does all the weaving, and she has a black golden doodle. She did a little grocery shopping for me this morning, and she's kind enough. She's making one of my favorite soups that she makes. It's a creamy cheese chicken and vegetable soup. She's making that for us tonight. I haven't really been in the mood to cook. Nothing tastes good to me. If I eat anything at all, I want it to be really salty. So I've been eating a lot of Tostitos and salsa because I really can't taste anything else. And then her dog, Izzy, I had to put my girls in the back room because they all play together. And I didn't want my girls getting really excited when Shar came. And of course, Izzy broke free from the car. And I had the door open and Izzy ran in the house. And he was ready to play. So that was exciting for my two little girls this morning. That was the most excitement they've seen in a while. Because I sure as heck am not taking them out to do anything. Not feeling good. All right, so we have that down. All right, now the next thing I'm going to put, I think I'll get this here. And because this has this button's a little different, it has a little bump to it there. We'll put it on right there. And I'm going to, this I want right down around here, okay. And I'm going to try to do this very carefully so you don't get a lot of overflow. And we'll put that right there. And then once all this dries, I'm going to let it set over the whole weekend. Today is Thursday, so you'll probably be seeing this Friday. You'll see this tomorrow. And I'll let it set over the whole weekend just to let it adhere and do its thing. I'll do the top next. And I just want to make sure that I get this right where so this here. Okay, so we won't be doing anything on that side just yet. I'm going to do it from here over to the left. And then I can always add to it after. I can do a little bit here and a little bit there once I get it in place. Okay, I'll put that there like that. All right. Get some of this glue off my hands before I touch that velvet. Okay, and then this, I want kind of at an angle. I don't want it going straight across. I kind of want it down, going up like that. So I'm going to do this in sections because that's basically where I want it. So I can just start gluing here. Down and around like that. Pull that up a little bit. And you can see why I'm going to let it sit over the weekend, because I just want this to really, this glue set up. A little bit. And I'm just going to let that sit, 'cause I don't want it to, I want that glue to really seep through. Okay, so there's that. Okay, that's good. And then down here, we're going to add this one right here. I love this velvet, this deep purple plum. I just think it's so pretty. And this, we're going to move it like this. And I just put a couple little stitches of that on the metal tag. And then when it's all done, I'll put a little dab of glue underneath it. So, but I want to get the majority of this on, and so there you have it. There is the front cover. It's all down, and I'm going to let that dry. So that concludes today's video. I think this is going to be a fun series. It's going to be a fun giveaway. I'm very excited about it, and I hope you are too. So I'd love to hear your comments so far on this. And yeah, I'm just going to pull some more papers, and I have a lot of fun vintage ephemera that I'm going to be using on this, and then we'll just start working away in it, and then just start adding to the pages. All right, everybody. If you like this video, I'd love to have you give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear your comments, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.